joining me for That's the Way It Is. I'm your host, BC. I'm going to talk today about a story I read about some of these states that are, got hit really hard with the summer, not summer, I wished it was summer weather, but the winter weather. People are not able to make it to work because of the snow and ice, but yet they can make it a few blocks down to the store. And here's what they say the most popular things to do are. The most popular things is to call it, well, let's say we can't go to work, it's Miller time. We could light them up, smoke a few cigarettes, catch the football game on TV, or we can go make it to the store. We might as well go ahead and play the lottery. Something really is sad when these are the most popular things to do whenever you're snowed in. They're saying you can put four layers of clothes on, and if you drink enough, you'll stay warm. Okay, why not, instead of doing all that, why not just stay inside where it's warm and spend time with your family? Something is really wrong whenever you have a problem and you have to drink and smoke and watch football and and check on your lottery tickets when that comes before your family. Maybe you need to grab the Bible and say, okay, we're going to dig into the Lord's Word and we're going to talk about what we read. Or you can tell stories about when you were growing up. Kids love to hear that, the way things were. I haven't met a kid that haven't liked it. Some of my stories, which were true. And, you can be creative and you can start off a story and have them to pick up on it and pass it along. All these are creative things to do. But yet, we rather drink or smoke and watch TV or play the lottery. Something is really wrong whenever we think these are the most important things to do when it's snow and ice. It's crazy. And, that just tells you what we're facing here today in America. We're not even putting our family first. Family's supposed to come first. Whatever happened to putting your family there? Your family wants to spend time with you. If they didn't, they wouldn't be there. I think it's just crazy. If nothing else, like I said, you could pick out a book to read. You could pick up the Bible. You could play board games. You could even act like you ain't got power and make that into a game. And just sit there with candles and make a nice little dinner. All these are just ideas. If you have any ideas on what people could do whenever they're trapped in snow and ice, leave a comment down below. Let's help some of these states out that don't know what to do, that they got to drink and smoke it up and, play the lottery and watch football. Let's give them creative ideas on what to do, to spend time with their family so they can get to know their family and their family can know them. And you can have what's called a relationship. I don't know what's wrong with us today that we're scared of relationships. People used to know their neighbors. They used to know what's going on, as far as like if somebody strange come up to somebody's house, they knew whether to call the law or not. See, it's not even like that anymore. I know a story where a guy was at home. Well, he wasn't at home. He was at work. And somebody just backed up into his driveway with a truck and just unloaded all his electronics out of his house. I've read that story. And, in a neighborhood. It wasn't like he lived way out in the boonies someplace. He lived in a neighborhood. It's crazy what we don't do anymore, or we don't question. What's been wrong with picking up the phone and say, hey, look, something looks a little strange. And, Joe over here and his wife, Anna, they are friends of mine, and they've not said anything about moving. They haven't said anything about selling any items. I would have loved to have that flat screen TV they got that, these people are loading up in the truck, and they knew it. So, that just tells you how far we have gotten away from, being what God intended us to be. He said to love thy neighbor, and we're not even loving our own family. And our family is our neighbor. Anyway, let's leave some comments. Like the video, share the video. Remember to follow your heart, and let's help some of these states out. Thank you for joining me.